But okay, I'll get this together. Typically, like it's $150 to install toilet. Okay, and then my hourly rate is $85 an hour. Okay, so then to plumb the other two, probably 2 hours.
I woke up this morning, I didn't give a fuck. Took the first sip of my coffee, and I knew I still didn't give a fuck. It's a beautiful morning, and guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, so I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down, or it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay on here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Yo. What's up with it, y'all? What's up with it? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's up, Nikita? Shut this guy up. Slinky James. Man, if you got a whole lot of notifications from me last night, I was up very late last night, and some of you probably got like 20 different notifications. I don't know what happened, but I was in my comments. I've been very busy with work, and I've been like behind on my comments, which I hate. I like to interact with people. But man, like in my held comments, the weirdest stuff was being held. Justice for Magnolia. I have to approve that. People sending super thanks. I have to approve that. And so a lot of you guys' support was not even being shown on the comments that you wrote. So I approved it all. And man, while I was at it, I went like all the way in on my comments last night. And then I literally banned and hid from my channel like at least 900 fangirls. Just like, because I kept reading the comments and they say the same dumb stuff over and over and over again. And the beauty of when you hide user from channel is you don't just delete the comment. You delete them and every comment they've ever written, right? And I've been letting them kind of like use their free speech and all that. But at this point in the process with the situation we have with Magnolia, you don't get to just gaslight, and we're not doing that anymore. And I'm going to show you, because if you could remember, as I've been covering this, I told you the fangirls will get desperate and more desperate. I'm going to show you the horrendous attempts of the fangirls trying to still show some sort of face. And then I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour down a little bit of a look. We had a look-see. As I was doing this with my comments, I kept seeing like certain people, they were being a little too extra. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm looking, I remember the names. So I click on some of these people. So I had a look-see. And we're going to show you a little in-depth, a mini expose, if you will, a mini expose of who are these people. If I told you that some of the fangirls who are belittling Magnolia, calling her all these liars and this and that, dismissing abuse claims, if I told you that the same person was then raising money for abused women. Would you believe me? Well, this is the internet. You should, but I'll show you. I don't want you to believe me. Always ask for receipts. And I wanted to talk about the revelations here that has happened within the last few days. But I wanted to start off real fast before I shout everybody out in the comments to give everybody an update on a separate situation. Many of you know Picasso Chad. He was on my panel. Many of you were in the live when the person had his back and was like, that's not that guy I called. You all remember all this? Well, I wanted to give you an update on his situation just a little bit. And not really an update, some things you may not know. And here's what I will say about it. As you know, Picasso Chad was also served with a temporary restraining order because of the claims that it was him that called into the phone number that he freely gives out for people to call. But what you may not know is Picasso Chad resides in the state of Minnesota. The mannequin resides in the state of Florida. This entire court ordeal with Picasso Chad is taking place in a courtroom in Arizona. Yes, correct. You have someone who's seeking protection from the courts in the state of Arizona, where they don't even reside at. So just to be clear, and one more time, Picasso Chad resides in the state of Minnesota. The mannequin resides in Florida. And someone is asking the courts for protection in the state of Arizona. What's up, Jules? SoCal. Hit that like. Yes, thank you, Nikita, very much for that. Listen to her. Hit the like. The biggest fangirl is Misty. I'm gonna show you a couple tonight, y'all. Oh, we are going to show you a few that I accidentally found. I had a look. See, I'm like, you know what? People wouldn't even believe me if I said this. So let me save this. Let me save all this that I'm doing. I'm up late answering all these comments, approving all these comments. I'm blocking all these fangirls. I'm like, let me save my internet digital footprint here to show the people who these people are. And it is insane. And we'll have a lookie. So I appreciate that, Lady LDS. You know, there's not much I could really say right now. What's up, I'll be Frank? What's up, Peggy? Miss Flava is in the house. What's happening, Flava? Hey, I was listening to your live yesterday while I was working. So I put the phone down and I probably asked the question of how to get a hold of you at the wrong time. But I think I might do a little collab with you. No rush. I know exactly who to get a hold of when I'm ready, but I think me and you can cover this really good. It's an open invite if you want. Shout out to Flava. Give her channel a little peek to subscribe if you want. So what's up, Miss Rhonda? Half pint, I see ya. Live, love, and laugh. I'm a nurse. Cisa. Music Mama. I'm going backwards. I should be going this way. Sounds great. Okay, cool. Good stuff. So what's up, VA? 2 up, 2 down. What's happening, brother? What's happening? Miss Denise. Look, I was talking about her, Flava. So with the situation with this stuff that, I made a quick video yesterday. I'm sure by now you've seen the paperwork. With this whole situation, let me see if I can say this. What I can confirm is this, and this is going to the comment that came from Lady LDS. With the information that we heard, I could tell you that certain people were surprised how kind of this came out of nowhere. I could tell you that certain people surprised, wondering why misdemeanor felony, but certain people anxious to see what else may happen. That's what I can tell you and confirm. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I have something that I want to read with you. It's rather long, but it should give you a little insight on a lot of stuff. I spoke about it yesterday. I do have some stuff I'd like to share with you guys. So let's go over to the Twitters. I bought some memberships for some old, so hopefully you got one. Now so I gotta get to the girls. Now, who remembers? Okay, that's exactly what happened. Let's read this first, right? So one of the fangirls says, "Come on, this is from 1976. The mannequin has always admitted he made mistakes in the past. People need to look forward toward the future. People can do and make positive changes in their lives. They should not have to continually have past stuff come up over and over and over again." Now, this comment was left on the receipts on the situation with Magnolia and this misdemeanor. When I told you the fangirls would get this date, year, with, for some odd reason, a past conviction when the date is on a piece of paper. They are purposely contorting the facts to fit their parasocial reality. Now, I told you this would happen. And it's actually worse than that, guys. It's actually worse than that, right? But I wanted to show you. I guess we'll do this real fast. Let's go in order. 4745. Now, this person I have been very vocal about with her coverage in the Sebastian Rogers case. But I did find this to be a little bit comical. So this would be the cough, the why won't this fit? Hold on, I'm trying to get this for your viewing pleasure. Don't care about her live chat. Here we go. Let's try this. There we go. All right. So Let me do this too. So let's do this. This is Jennifer Coffindeffer. I'm going to go back there so you guys can hear the audio. She is having a live about Nancy Guthrie. And just for the record, there's no new information. There's no new developments, nothing. 1,000 people in here. 1,010 people. Thank you. Thank you to all y'all supporters. Thank you to my haters who don't even realize you're helping me. Thank you. Thank you to the Bush people, where I don't know what side of the fence you're on. You know how hard it is to get 1,000 people in a live chat? That's hard. You can look around YouTube and have people with millions of subs. They do a live, they can't get 1,000. That is like crazy. It is wild, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. I don't say that enough, and I owe that to you. That's the power of this little community that we have. It's crazy. I'm telling you, if you keep track of the numbers, go watch a big channel. They can't appreciate it. But I want to show you Coffindeffer as one of the subs of her subscribers says six words for the mannequin. And let's have a listen. Now, this is a retired FBI specialist, Jennifer Coffindeffer. Let's have a listen.
It's years old, everyone. There's a point in
Weird. Okay, there it goes. Pasco. Yeah, so I want to get into what you're saying here. It's a little bit tricky. What's up? So knee of six. Don't know why you had a lot of comments that were held in my comments. I know you for years. I appreciate you. I really appreciate your support. But I had to approve a lot of your badass. You were held in my comments. It's crazy. But we're going to get into all that stuff, guys. I want to go back over here. So you have Coffindeffer. She's got some hosts with her, and somebody at podcaster. But you'll learn here exactly who she's talking about. So let's rewind it back just a second.
It's 50 years old, everyone. About a podcaster who said that Annie Guthrie had asked for a loan. Look, people, if a podcaster says it, first look at the podcast. 500 miles long. It's actually longer than most of the people we look at, Buddy in the Grease. But take a look, A, at that, and B, show me the money, show me receipts, show me what is backing it, because I can't find anything. I saw it come out. There's nothing to back that. So if that's your reason for believing Annie is involved, I would just say it's built on very loose ground.
Well, let's talk common sense. Who are you going to ask? Your mama or your sister, who's got millions and millions?
So there you have it. That's what the pros think of these people, the entire family. People, they have been cleared by law enforcement. They have been cleared. Well, back, what's happening? The pit bulls in the house. Gifted one membership. Thank you for that. They've been cleared. It's the ignorant attack them. But you have like criminal man boobs, the guy that boobs all the time. Very awkward, smoking weed with his minor daughter on live stream. Super awkward. We haven't even did the deep dive on him yet. Wait till you see how the father of the year that guy is. Wait till you there's a lot of stuff going on with Criminal Network, and we will get into it, I promise. Oh, I promise. Because it's a criminal network. Ted investigates that weird creep. That guy, he's so weird. He looks like he's on Epstein's list, and he acts like it. He's a weirdo, in my humble opinion. However, back to Criminal Network, this dude is saying, I have free speech. I don't care that law enforcement's cleared the family. I think I'll just go out in front of the house. Dude, how desperation is it that you need? This is like these morons, they're just tagging them along and doing all that. He does. People call him Ted Bundy a lot. I understand what you're saying, but they've been cleared, Yeah, Flavor Diamond is the shit. Y'all would get along good. So creepy, Jules. He said it's going to be in front of. Yep, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Alex is weird. He definitely is. I have a clip. Have you guys seen the clip of him smoking weed with the little girl? Super weird. Super weird. I'm not talking about weed in front of Nancy's house, but I'm talking about on live. So look, Ben, YouTube has very strong policies about weed. So a lot of people don't even realize this. Last live, we talked about like morons at side, morons at pew, and things that because they don't understand the rule that they're YouTubers that are utilizing a platform, but they don't even understand the monetization rules of the platform they're on, right? There was a time where people were getting nabbed left and right for your videos getting demonetized because remember, AI does 99.999% of the grading on your monetization of your video, right? When you go to monetize something, it's an AI listening for curse words, right? If you understand the platform, you can know that, yeah, I can cuss on YouTube. And if you even have a little bit more sense, you would know when you can cuss in a video so you can beat the AI, right? It's not that hard, but these people don't even know the platform that they're on, right? But back to that point, people smoking just a cigarette back in the day for a while were getting nabbed, demonetized. Not like their whole channel or anything, but the video that they would upload or whatever, smoking on live because an AI is grading it, right? They have gun and big drug rules. Point me telling you this is you'd have to be kind of like, I don't know, slow to burn on live with a minor, right? I'm not the type, even though I can't stand these people, to go reporting and all this, right? I don't, if people do that, that's your thing. I'm not mad. I just don't do it. Even to the people I cannot stand on the platform, I just don't do it. But if you are on YouTube as a YouTuber and you don't understand the very rules of the platform that you're on, how in the fuck are you going to find a missing person?
You're fake news.
But there's a massive article I want to share with you, right? It's kind of long. And this is about a judge here in the state of Florida. I will share this link with you as well. I don't even know if I should share screen this because there's really nothing to look at, but we'll do it. Here it is right here. Okay. This is really what I wanted to share. So I'm probably gonna have it on my phone. Okay. So this is from NBC News. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. It says inmate who likes to sue is being sued back. A federal inmate who has filed more than 3,800 lawsuits and targeted the famous and even the long dead now is being sued by federal officials who want him to knock it off. Now, as we know, I have done videos on this. When the mannequin was in a Pennsylvania federal prison, a federal judge banned him from filing any lawsuits. And you've probably seen videos where people have, done videos on the ridiculous and frivolous lawsuits that he's filed. So what did I just say? A federal judge banned him from doing lawsuits. Time. What is a restraining order considered? What is it? What is it considered in the court's terminology? Let's see if anybody gets it. Internet real fast. Is it? I could do that. Is it all good? Okay. Okay, really? Something's wrong with YouTube. There's many channels buffering. Keeps freezing. All right, listen. Good. I'm gonna do something real fast. I'm gonna switch the internet. So it might go black for a second. I don't know. It didn't last time we did it, but okay. I'm looking for the answer to the question. So what is a restraining order considered? Anybody know? Injunction, yes. Yes. Any better? That it should get better, guys. Okay, so a federal docket. Yes, that's correct. No contact, but yeah, okay. So not the definition. So okay, so look, A temporary injunction is in civil court. Believe it or not, it's called a lawsuit. Did y'all know that? It's good now. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, they are. Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is crazy how. Yep. Okay, it's good now. It's good now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Cool. Thank you. So it's crazy how he's talking to family like that, saying that. Oh man, bad. I'm gonna call the Wells here in a second as well on live. So stay tuned. Didn't know that, Danielle. Either did I. Either did I. Either did I. I was okay. Thank you guys. So cool. So yeah, it's called a lawsuit. It's civil, right? Is it a lawsuit? Not really. It's got, but that's what they call it, y'all. But so what I'm telling you is, if you weren't here in the beginning, you have Chad, who got served. Chad resides in the state of Minnesota. The mannequin lives in Florida. There was a temporary restraining order filed and someone asking for the court's help of protection in the state of Arizona. And just to be clear, Chad has no criminal record in Arizona, but we have disorderly conducts coming up there for certain people, but yet they need, and that's not even legal. Secondly, if you don't know this, when the mannequin was in the Federal Bureau of Prisons doing Fed time, a federal judge from that state said you cannot do any more lawsuits whatsoever. Lawsuits. And that same judge told the prison staff, take all paper and pens out that dude's room. So that was in Pennsylvania. Now, what I'm going to read to you right now is an opinion piece. Let's read it, because it's like a panel of different judges, but there's a judge in Orlando, Florida. So check this out. I'll drop the link too. Let me try to reshare this if I can. How do I do it? Okay, we'll try to do it real quick. I'm gonna start reading now. So the article says, inmate who likes to sue is being sued back. Okay, a federal inmate who has, let me do this. Here, hell yeah, this will work way better. Here we go. Can you hear it?
We have seen many cases of judicial backlog, but the story of a single inmate filing thousands of lawsuits
Give me a one if you can hear it.
is quite remarkable. How has one individual managed to target so many high-profile figures from behind bars?
Right. According to Brett Merker, Jonathan Lee Riches has filed more than 3,800 lawsuits since 2006. He has targeted everyone from former President George W. Bush to Somali pirates and even the planet Pluto. He often uses handwritten petitions, sometimes filing several in a single day.
It is difficult to imagine the strain this puts on the court system. What steps are federal officials taking to address this pattern of behavior?
Federal prosecutors in Lexington have actually filed a lawsuit against him to stop these frivolous filings.
Yeah, I saw that.
They are asking a judge for an injunction that would allow the Bureau of Prisons to screen his outgoing legal mail. Usually, legal mail is sent without inspection.
We just talked about
but they want a court employee to verify if his claims are legitimate first.
The nature of his claim seems almost surreal, including allegations of his brain being cloned. Has he ever explained his motivation for this legal crusade?
In one instance, he sued the Guinness Book of Records specifically to prevent them from naming him the most litigious person. He claimed the titles people gave him, like Johnny Tsunami, hurt his feelings. While he is serving time for a credit card scam, these filings appear to be how he passes his time.
So
Though
we
judges
talked
have
about
made it
that.
clear that his actions interfere with the rights of people with legitimate grievances.
Watch how it
It
comes to
underscores
Florida
the
now.
challenge of balancing inmate rights with the need to protect the judicial system from clear exploitation.
Yes, Laura, apparently. Oh, no, you didn't just do me like that. Oh, come on, man. All right, so I guess, continue reading. That's why. This is a long article. Let's try it now.
We've seen many cases of judicial backlog. The story of a single inmate filing thousands of lawsuits is quite remarkable. How has one individual managed to target so many high-profile figures from behind bars?
Right. According to
Okay, I'm going to skip a lot of this slop, right? I'm going to drop this article in chat, too, so y'all can read the whole thing. So, you heard Guinness Book of World Records. Okay. Guinness spokesman Sarah Wilcox said, the book doesn't monitor litigious people and has no records concerning the mannequin. Like many of his other legal claims, the lawsuit was dismissed. The U.S. Attorney Washington calls the mannequin's a waste of judicial resources. The prosecutor's petition, filed Monday afternoon, seeks to allow the Federal Bureau of Prisons to screen. We heard that. Legal men. We have cases, but we've seen that. Okay. Last time we heard that. Okay. Okay, we'll pick it up from here. We didn't hear this. Riches has attempted to intervene as a plaintiff in the Madoff investment scandal, claiming that he has met Bernard Madoff on a website in 2001 and taught Madoff identity theft skills. Now, this is separate from the wrong case. Prosecutors have said that he sometimes lifts the identity of others to file his lawsuits, such as the one attributed to the Al-Qaeda leader, whoever this guy's name is, and the one that he sued in the Brno Music and Arts Festival, the Dave Matthews Band, blah, 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 case dismissed. In a lawsuit filed in Kentucky, the mannequin accused Bush, the brother of Florida, blah, blah, blah. I'm not worried about any of that. Dismissed again. U.S. District Judge Patricia Fawcett in Orlando, Florida, is in an opinion joined by 4 other judges that barred Richards from ever filing any more filings in their jurisdiction. The mannequin's filings waste court employees' time and interfere with the rights of honest people with legitimate grievances. Fawcett wrote in August. So this article is about a judge in Florida with other judges. Let me drop it in the chat. With other judges and prosecutors that want this to all the way go away. They are absolutely fed up with it. And this is in my own home state, Florida, Orlando, which is about, let me just give you the facts, because this is important. How far is Orlando from Pasco County? An hour and a half. An hour and a half. So I have to go to a court room in an hour and a half away. Actually, it's 1 hour and 38 minutes. A judge said, nope, never in this jurisdiction. Now I have to see if the counties meet, but that's very good information. I didn't even think about that in this live. 2 counties away, you have somebody who banned for life ever in the jurisdiction, but also came together with other separate judges and prosecutors to eliminate all this. Now, lawsuits, whether it's these crazy stuff that you've heard about or restraining orders, is also a lawsuit. Now, let me drop this for you. We got to have receipts. Here it is right here. Bam. So, bam, share, copy. This is NBC News. Go back to the chat. Here you go. For your viewing pleasure, copy it, paste it, give it a read. But I don't know. I don't know, Denise. Wouldn't doubt it. I just thought it was wild what's going on with Picasso. It's not even in the same state. You know what I mean? You have to, like, people. This is what's. Yep, exactly. So y'all see what's going on is as far as that. Big time weirdo. But anyway, so with Magnolia, it's kind of complicated. I want to kind of pick you guys' brain. There's so much things happening in different places. Florida, Florida comes through. There's the indictment, misdemeanor. Does that mean there's more coming? Will she get more justice? It's been a complicated road for her, but it's looking like things are starting to take a turn in her favor. Finally, it's been long enough. Imagine, like, it is wild. And I understand, I guess, people, like, I understand people may have, like, doubts, right? I don't know. Do women just randomly make up being abused? I'm sure there's like a small number that do. It's like not really heard of too much. Are there some crazy psychos in this world? Yeah. But normally, you know, it's not something that's lied about, right? There's different cases and exceptions, sure, right? Then you have people saying, "Oh, well, the stuff with Project Veritas." I mean, which is kind of like comical in itself, because you wonder why these people even follow true crime. Do you not understand how undercover work is done? But it's not about true crime. It's about favoritism. It's about fangirls. It's about blind loyalty. It's about parasocial relationships. It's nothing that she could have done or said that would convince them that it's just her truth. They were going to push back against it no matter what. And that's just how it goes. How do I know that? Well, this is a group of people who follow true crime, right? They would not. Did you hear the part where one lives in Minnesota and the other lives in Florida, and they're asking Arizona? Now, if you're a real true crime fan, you respect the boys in blue. You respect law enforcement. You do not like people wasting resources. But it's okay. It's okay because he's my favorite. Never mind, he doesn't know who I am, answer my comments, even though I'm alive. That's how it goes. Now, I want to bring you guys down a quick journey, just a fast one. Hopefully this works. I'm answering my comments last, and I get one of those parasocial weirdos, a few of them. But I picked just two, I think it is. Is this going to take forever or what? Damn, I don't have the original comments. Or do I? Or do I? So there is a channel on YouTube, and they're called Fire and Ice Billboards. And they kept leaving me all these weird comments about how just really mean things. Like they're going extra, trying to like, right? You keep doing it, right? It's a little bit weird. And you have a weird name, right? You have a weird name to begin with, right? You Fire Ice Billboards. Like, what is that, right? So I've been doing YouTube a long time. I click on the avatar, brings me to a dead YouTube channel that's promoting this weird business, right? Billiards and things of that nature. And then I have been doing YouTube for a long time. So I'm like, well, what's up with this lady? Like, she's being a little bit too extra, way too much of a fangirl. So I then click the links that she publicly has available. And it brings me to Miss Jennifer Crouch, who I guess is Billiards, Fire, and Ice or whatever. The problem is she is raising a campaign for WWWI Fund Women. People, you can't make this up. And what does that place do? Well, of course, your donations, of course, duh, go to abused women that have came from domestic abuse situations. So wait a minute. But wait a minute. You're fraudulent. You're extra fraudulent. You're leaving all these comments being really mean to me. I don't even know who you are. But you're not only being like super mean to me and leaving a lot of comments, but you're attacking somebody who's gone through the same situation where you're grifting for donations to help people in the same situation. This is a true crime. This is a fangirl, people. This is a fangirl. And I was having a look-see last night. And what you know, there's a lot of them like this. There is a lot of them like this. A lot. It gets very weird. It gets weird. So when you go down to the links that are shown, it has a PayPal and the iFund Woman crowdfunder. And then within 2 seconds, I know everything about the lady. And it's just like, whoa, you were doing all that stuff and not even like protecting yourself. So I had a few of these things happen last night, and I had some laughs. But it really isn't that funny though. It's disturbing, is what it is. Extremely disturbing. You had the lady who's confusing the date. I can't even show you guys the rest of the stuff. I don't really want to get in trouble. But what I will say is some of these fangirls, what's weird to me is they have domestic abuse situations themselves. Whether their husband's been arrested for it, whether convicted, whether they have done some sort of domestic violence on a husband, or whether it is drifting from the internet wanting money for the cause. And it's wild to me. Just a few names that stuck out. I just had a look-see. And well, I was 3 for 3 last night, but if I would have kept wasting my time looking into these idiots and these morons and this parasocial dilemma and situation that they're in, I guarantee it would have been 10 for 10, 12 for 12, 16 for 16. And, you know, they all have the same opinion. They all put Magnolia down and then attack me. I'm really raising awareness for domestic violence. I'm not asking anybody for money. Me and Nerdy just go and hold the sign, protest for free. It's wild. You would think that these people would appreciate what we did when you have a look into them, but no, it's not it. It's all fraudulent. It's all fake. Very much so. Come on in. Interesting. So I know about that one. I know about, there's one on Twitter also that we have discovered. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. When the time comes, we'll put it out there. I mean, what is there to do? Like, what's going to happen is it's exactly what I just said, right? So you find somebody out, and then you have a look at them, and they're everything they post about on the internet is in direct opposite of what's really happening in their life, or they're all this fake and fraudulent. And you have to wonder, like, I get it now. That's why you follow somebody fake and fraudulent. I mean, what else? It's like two worlds colliding on the internet. Come on in, guy. Oh, come on in. I mean, who's attracted to that, right? You gotta be weird, awkward, and weird. In my humble opinion. I heard you had a bullshit injunction or restraining order trying to be placed on you. Is that true? And if that's true, can you use the criminal matter as your defense? So, B-Tim, yeah, it's true by the mannequin. I don't know what the last part means. The criminal matter. Man, can you go over JLR's charges? So, I don't have enough time to do that. Here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you. What I can tell you is I was served this temporary restraining order. It was filed private. So people like you watching this right now can't go log on to the county courthouse and pull it up and review it or have a look-see for yourself. So it was done that way on purpose. And the claims in it are extremely wild. If you don't think I want to read this thing to you, you have to be crazy. The problem is I'm not going to give anybody the ammunition they need to fix their lies. A courtroom is made for truth and lies. We have an attorney. I mean, from start to finish of that packet, for example, he includes my record in there, which is fine. But these charges are from 2 decades old. I didn't just get a citation at the airport. Oh, by the way, I'm the person who was only with me when we were protesting that you were asking the courts for protection of. Does that make any sense? Who in their right mind asks for a protection order, right? And then gets a disorderly conduct on the people. And there's claims that I doctored the photos, that I made up domestic violence. The problem with lies is it may have sounded good then, but unfortunately, it's now facts. I didn't doctor up any photos. That photo was used in the New York Times. It was sourced in the New York Times article, right? It was from police photographs. I didn't doctor it Yeah. But maybe, just maybe, someone who's not arrested on allegations, maybe, just maybe, they could say that. But the problem is, it's not my lies, right? There's claims I kicked a door, which is very problematic. Because with that, he forgot another lie that I'll have on transcript on audio, right? I'll just say it. He forgot to say I was calling his house. I don't know. Matter of fact, I'll be going to the cell phone store, printing out the last 6 months of every call that I've ever made. And if I've ever called a number more than 3 times in one day, please highlight it. I have the transcript. I had the video. These are his words. You know, he also said something on that live that he doesn't realize he said before the claim. How could I? You're saying something that I did, right? You're. It's not even for me to talk about, y'all. I can go down this list, right? And it's ridiculous off face value. It is literally ridiculous, right? What was another one? I doxed him. I doxed him. I mean, here, it's right here. Just okay. Another one. I released his medical information. That's not even legally possible. That's against every HIPAA violation in the world. How would I get such medical information? Where is it at? Did you take something out of context? Oh, I think you did. But these are his lies that he has to prove. Not, I have to play defense. This is going to be interesting. The whole entire thing, right? And we have to keep in mind that Chad was served the same thing for a phone call that the mannequin got. Keep in mind, he freely gives his number out to the whole internet to call him. But because someone got mad at him, he knows actually that it's Chad. And because of Chad's Twitter posts. Well, you have to prove that. And come to find out, it's not even in a state either one of you reside in. What is the protection for? This guy did a protection order in Arizona. So when he decides to go to cover Nancy Guthrie, he'll have a protection order against Chad that doesn't even reside there. People. And there's way more behind that. So, with all that said, I understand Magnolia's frustration. I get it. Not comparing it by any means. I wasn't abused, hit, nothing. But I understand it. Yep. Slink. I have all the transcripts. I have it all. I could tell you this. Fuck with the wrong one. He fucked with the wrong one this time. And that's all I can tell you. So I'm anxiously awaiting my court date. Anxiously. I'm a nurse, so he doesn't even realize his own post where he's flagrantly doxed me. And on top of that, he doesn't realize his own post say, I want to sue YouTubers. I don't care if they have to spend money or not. I'm just going to take them to... These are his words, not mine. I am spending money, though. We have anti-slop in Florida. So this is a big knot for somebody. A big knot. These are just claims on me. Y'all seen what happened. For raising domestic violence awareness. First off, what man do you even know? Put a 1 in chat. I'm curious. Do any of you know a man who has taken a restraining order out on another man? Not if it's family related, it's not my business. But could I see a 2 for hell no and 1 for actually that's happened to me. I couldn't tell you. Augustine. I mean, and there's a judge in a county over an hour and a half away. So this is going to be interesting. So yeah, it was filed privately. He doesn't want anybody to see the claims, I suppose. Where did I come from? Yep, exactly. So what's up, Chad? But yeah, I know like in Florida, if like say I call the police on somebody, there's something called the Marcy's Act. Is it Marcy's? Marcy's. So I can like if I call up the cops on Fed Up with Dumb, me and him got into some disagreement, whatever, and I call the police on it. I can like press charges and I can do a Marcy's law. So what happens there is, you guys know what that is. It's like it's not on record, it's hidden, whatever, it's protected or whatever. I do that all the time just because I'm a YouTuber. So I always do that all the time. But I never seen like a private thing for a temporary restraining order. It makes me wonder, and I have to ask my lawyer that on Monday. I would love to know the stipulations of what's the reasoning, but there may not be. It could just be an option. I don't know. Yeah, but that's how it was done. That guy, he's sitting in front of the house because it's wild. I mean, what is the point? You guys have no idea who that is sitting out in the front. You have no idea. You have no idea who that is. I mean, some of you probably do. Some of you may have done your own research and maybe that you know a lot. But that guy is exactly who you think he is. I've been meaning to do that live. I'll tell you what, the next live I do, we will do it on Criminal. And I'll show you who's sitting out in front of Nancy Guthrie's house. It's exactly who you think it is. But that's the reason. It's a complete grift. Yep. Mm-hmm. When is court, Matt? So I'm not sure. Right now, as it sits, a little bit over 2 weeks. I think from today. But I don't know if there'll be something filed beforehand or not. I don't know. I would assume, and I think that is going to be happening, but I don't know yet. What's up, KB? So yeah, that article is interesting. That is if you guys get a chance, read it. I skipped a lot of it. It's giving me some audio issues or whatever. That is an Orlando judge getting with separate different prosecutors trying to, and that judge in Orlando, has banned them, right? And it's all very interesting. Well, Alex is now sitting at the Annie and Tommaso since he was ran off from Nancy's. Well, let me ask you a question here. Annie is in the HOA, correct? What's going on with that lady, that poor lady? What is her name? I don't even want to say her name because she's been ran through hell too. They've made rap songs of her. You know who I'm talking about. The HOA lady. Why is he even able to do that? It, I'm very surprised, Sue Ellen. Yes. So I thought Sue Ellen said no more. Have things changed, or is this guy just like, I don't care what she's saying, I'm going to go do it anyhow? Because last I understood, Sue Ellen said, "That's it, no more of this stuff, everybody out," and the sheriff deputies were enforcing that and making them leave. Has something changed? Because what's probably happening here. Okay, but is he going live though? I know K Justice, but are they going live? I mean, is he going live? I'm sorry. Last night. Okay, was he live or was it video upload? Okay, they are live. Okay. I don't know. So you guys do me a favor and keep me updated. I do not watch any other channels. I see the clips and stuff. I appreciate the people who do watch it, so I don't have to. But if somebody can, communicate with me on Twitter or whatever, let me know when they're out there again. Meaning, Alex and his whoever he has. Yeah, that would be interesting because called the Juice. I think I've seen something like that on Twitter. What's interesting is, well, imagine if hypothetically, educational purposes, allegedly, speculation. What if people called when he was out there? And what if he just ran off? Yeah, thank you, beat him. Mark Twain said, "If you tell the truth, you don't have anything. You don't have to remember anything." That's so true. What was claimed is that you doctor a photo. So if you charge with domestic violence, can't you? Yes, beat him. Yes, damn it. I feel like a dick now. He's in all these super chats. Damn it, is he still in the chat? Yeah, yes. So that's exactly right. Yes. And you have to remember the photos. I didn't use a bunch of photos. I used one. It was the sign that I was holding up, and it was from the police report. But yeah, his words are now going to be used against him. That's exactly right. I don't think you were here the whole live. If you weren't in here the whole live, and if you haven't got that part yet figured out, that's exactly what's going to happen in court. That's why I can't wait for court. I would be surprised if he shows up, to be completely honest. Yeah, nah, you got to keep Twitter. Twitter's the best one. He is a disgusting slob, but I mean, what if It is getting weird with the mask. I saw that. Very weird. Neighbor said something last week and also mentioned the cops. Big Bad said he wasn't leaving. So, yeah. If you guys like, just keep me updated. Mods, can you drop my email? It's whiteboylockdownradio@yahoo.com. The best thing to do is get a hold of me on Twitter @whiteboyradio. I'm on all the socials, but I don't check like the Facebook messages all the time and all that. But if you guys let me know the next time he's live out there, talking about Criminal Network, he'll probably have to leave. He'll probably be asked to leave. Now, I mean, I don't know, but it's my drift. It's weird. The guy Ted, in my opinion, without a doubt, has absolutely in his day smelled some little boys' bicycle seats. He absolutely has smelled some little boys' bicycle seats in his day. That guy's a weirdo. I don't even know that guy yet, but I have seen the clips on Twitter where there's like a woman comes on panel and it's just like beyond creepy. The dude gets super focused. He like tenses up and leans back and gives a it's like, dude, it's just a woman you've never seen before. It's super weird. Super weird. Super weird. Complete doofus. Yeah. If you catch my drift, yeah. Just let me know. I bet you just yep. White Boys X. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, the mask is weird, Peggy. I've seen it. They like bought masks and like it's all weird. But this is what is done in all these cases. What's crazy is like they're not going to ever. It's what these people do in this community. Like it's utter laziness. If you haven't figured out true crime on YouTube, I'm gonna explain it here in a nutshell. You have people that are critical thinkers and are free thinkers, and they'll watch all the shows because, especially if they're heavily invested in a case and there's multiple channels talking about the case, people will move around and have a listen and have a watch. Even if they despise somebody, because they're so invested in the case, they'll have a listen and within their own self, with the information they're picking up from here to here to here, they're coming up with their own theory. They're their own free thinker. They have their own thought about the case, right? And then you have your free thinkers, you have your people who are heavily invested, and then you have the conspiracy theorist people. And I'm all for a good conspiracy by every measure. I love it, right? But when it comes to true crime, that's the more lazy type of person. Like when the subscriber who's heavily invested in the case and watching all these channels and going to get this information and this information, so it's also the creator who's doing the due diligence, getting the research, doing all this, running whatever they're doing to bring out any new information. They're moving it forward, right? Then you have the more lazy part where it's just the creator who's going to be like, what happened was, it is definitely the family. It's definitely the mom. It's definitely the dad. And they never budge off that. Case in point, Bullhorn Betty. She is pro law enforcement, right? And that whole thing, right? Up until law enforcement goes, yeah, you know what? The Guthrie family, they're kind of cleared. We've looked at everything and it can't be them. Then there must be corruption. Has to be corruption. They're not doing their job. You've seen it with Nancy Guthrie. You've seen it in Sebastian Rogers. You've seen it in all the cases. It's okay to blame the family. And you just pile it on. You keep blaming them, keep digging into them. And then if law enforcement comes out and says something publicly against your narrative, then they're the problem too. And it's the same thing. It's so easy to see. So you have the conspiracy viewers, and then you have the conspiracy creators, and they feed off each other. It got wild in Summer Wells. Wild. But there's a lot of conspiracy people in that case. I've talked to a lot of them. And you can't and people are allowed to feel however they want. But I'm just telling you how this goes. If you have it's really that simple. And it's easy to feed into people's conspiracy. And if you pay attention to what's going on in true crime, and you watch any of my lives having an expose on these people, then you know who they are. So it's not hard for some drug addict or whatever, right, who's holding a straight face, right, who's playing into a group of people's conspiracy. They don't even believe the shit that they're saying, but they're feeding a group of people who do. I mean, come on, y'all. It's crazy. The guy Tommaso, I mean, how did he shave his eyebrows? It doesn't make any sense. You can clearly see that one dude's eyebrows in the home footage. That guy, whoever that guy is, wherever country he is, he clearly trims his eyebrows. You can clearly see that. And you can see that he's probably brown, Hispanic, or something like that. Tommaso couldn't possibly have shaved his eyebrows and then a few days later do a media interview and his eyebrows are nice and bushy and filled back in, and then somehow his skin magically turned lighter. It's just like, it's wild. And even if you go down that theory, that's fine. You're dealing with they're going to be all over his data, all over his communications, all over his phones, all over his GPS. We walk around with computers in our pockets. The guy has a tablet, a phone. If he's in a vehicle, that's got computers all over it. The feds, they're looking at all that shit. So if it was Tommaso, there'd be some trace of something. There'd be some lead to something, right? So Tommaso has never done no crime in his life, but he magically pulled off this. Stop it. Just stop it right now. Stop it. It's silly. I know. I'm really surprised that guy hasn't done anything. What's up, Facts Stranger Official? What's happening? What call it? That's what I'm saying. 5025. Does he? I mean, they gotta know. They gotta know. I don't know though. I don't. Is that Annie's house right now? Really? It is off the rails. I don't know how I feel about the case, but I got a big live coming up soon about that situation. I've been sitting on it for some time, and I got massive receipts to go with it. It's probably going to be coming up here soon. Matter of fact. So yeah, keep that in mind. And it's going to be something I'm not even going to talk about. It's going to be a big live. I can guarantee you that. A huge live. But speaking about Summer Wells, speaking about doing a live on that, I want to do something like that while I'm live. Let's do this. Let's do this real fast.
call has been forwarded.
Thank you, Nikita. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just called Don because if you guys remember, I called Don because if you guys can recall, well, I actually wanted him to I wanted him to say it. He may call back. He usually does. Doesn't really grab the phone right away. But they had to call the police on the mannequin about literally stalking at their house. And then remember, he left the state. So he's there now. Like if people were to call and just say shit. What's up, Cowboy Logic? I'm glad that you're in here. Dude, you as well. A lot of your comments, man. A lot of your comments last night I had to approve. I don't know why. Damn it. Jules, I think I told you that. It was weird. I've never seen it. But I took care of it. I approved a lot. So it won't happen again. Thank you again, Nikita. She is an idiot. She's not, probably won't speak on it. Remember, she was going to defend it, and then people pulled up all her contradictions. That lady is a joke. She is a complete joke. But yeah, it is crazy, man. I don't know, Nikki Turner. Probably. Yes, he is good, Juju. He is. That's an interesting comment. You're right. Alex is from California, I believe. But so he's from Arizona. He's got about 9 different alt names. He's got kids all over the country. He goes to California, has some kids, leaves them there. Goes to Arizona, has some kids. Super deadbeat father. Charges everywhere. Criminal network. He has a perfect name for his channel. That's all I'm going to say. We will get into it with receipts in the future. I keep saying I'm going to do it. The reason I haven't done it yet is because I've had a look-see and at a couple things, but I'm actually waiting on somebody to send me something. I don't like talking about stuff without showing you guys things, and I'm waiting for them to send it. Was at the Trump rally today? What was she? Let's call the sheriff's department and report Alex for sitting there trying to convince people. That's what I was. Should we do it? Let's he's sitting straight across from their house. You want to do it? I don't know if I should. Here, what's this? Yeah, let's do this. Is it his channel? Here it is.
And he doesn't mind that. Good dude, always. Show me nothing but respect of that from him. Yeah, why did they have your car for so long? Is it his car or is it Tommaso's car? The fuck?
So
they really only own one car.
Let me ask y'all: is anybody in this chat from this Catalina Hills or anything like that? Put a 1 if you're from that. If you're from there, because let me show you what might be happening here. I don't know this just by looking at what's happening. I mean, I could be totally wrong too. So it looks like I live in Pasco County. No. So it looks like he's on the sidewalk. They have sidewalks out there, right? No, Arizona. Yes, that's what I'm asking about. Anyone from Pima County? Yes, that's what I'm asking. Sorry if you didn't hear me. Is anybody from that part or know the area good? Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to put it on screen for you guys. Just the street. So that's Judy. We've seen them. Yeah, we've all seen them. Let me look it up. Does Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood, Catalina Foothills, have sidewalks? Question mark. Does not have sidewalks. The area is asphalt streets, natural landscape, no street lights, large private lots. Have a curfew? Question mark. So here's the deal. I asked it as if the HOA has a curfew, and here's the deal. So it says, however, it says, however, the area has been significant security and traffic restrictions due to the ongoing investigation in her disappearance. Temporary no parking zones. Pima County enacted temporary no parking restrictions near her home on North Camino Escalante due to safety issues and traffic congestion caused by media and streamers. Increased patrols. Gated area required list. Gated access. Reports indicate her home is in a gated area requiring a list or pass to enter by car. While there's no blanket curfew for the residents, these measures function as access and security constraints in response to the active kidnapping investigation. I don't know. I know. So there is no sidewalks. My initial guess was he's sitting on the sidewalk, right? And if there was sidewalks there and he's sitting on the sidewalk, I really don't know if he can be asked to leave, right? Because it's not private property. I need y'all to really remember what I just said for a completely different separate issue, right? But when you I guarantee it. But so here, I'm going to show you what's going on with this guy. This is what he's doing. I just went to the channel and then I Googled there. It seems as though it's like there's no clarification. They don't have sidewalks. I remember that pass and stuff. They do have restrictions. Hold on. They have ordinances. Catalina Foothill ordinances. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting somewhere. What are the Catalina Foothill HOA ordinances? Here we go. Oh, here's the website. Holy shit, we're getting somewhere now. Okay, look. So let me show you this. Oh, we're getting here. We're getting somewhere now. I'm gonna put this other thing on the screen too. So here's what the guy's doing, right? This is why I asked you guys: is there a sidewalk out there? We've already debunked that. There's no sidewalk, right? Now, but I just hit. We just might have found something here. Now check this out. All right, come on with this damn view. Oh man, shit. Okay, watch. So this is what the grifter's doing. He's just right out there, right? Okay, there's not sidewalk, but there is no sidewalks there, right? So, man, this is gonna take so long to go through. I'm gonna have to share this with you guys. Stop. Let's get rid of that. Let me share this to Twitter, and then I'm gonna drop it in chat. This is wild. This is the damn website of. So this is the CC and RS and guidelines of the Catalina our community event, our community. Holy shit, look at this. Hold on. Oh, here's the number right here. Home security inspections. Speeding. Neighborhood watch. Angie Fimbres is the neighborhood watch lady. She got her number there. You got vacation checks. Emergency information line. Okay. Useful phone numbers. zoning violations, smoking vehicle hotline, graffiti, illegal dumping, dust violations, barking, loose dogs, information line, emergency. God, there's so many rules. Okay, let me show you what I'm looking at, guys. This is wild. All right. And then I'm going to go to comments. So this is what we're looking at. So this is the Catalina Foothills HOA. This is their rule. They have a whole website on this thing, right? It's a lot to go through. I was just breezing it while I was waiting for this thing. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you guys too, right? Let's get rid of this. Okay, let's do this real fast. Okay, bam. All right, so I'm going to take some eyeballs. Okay, so I just dropped it in chat, right? That's the link. Okay, so useful phone numbers. There's a fucking whole bunch of stuff here. Current bylaws. Let's have a look at this. Current bylaws, right? Oh, man. This is going to take forever. This is one of them. This is what I'm talking about, man. I used to live in one of these HOA places. Look, these people have like the craziest rules in the world. Like there's no way. Let me see what you guys are saying. They all said surveillance is pretty. Yeah, but I guarantee if you look at this thing I just dropped in the chat, I'll do it again. I guarantee in this friggin' bylaws and on this website, this is like if you want to live here, everything you got to go buy bombers, all this crap, right? You can't tell me that in this thing here, we can't see if there's some stuff getting violated, right? Just don't know where to start. Annual meetings, about purpose of the legal statutes, board membership. Neighborhood Watch is Angie Fimbres. If a group of people want to start a neighborhood watch group of committee, they have to go to your meeting and explain how to get it started, what's involved. The neighborhood watch division is responsible for managing and assisting over 300 neighborhood watch. Volunteers provide training to neighborhood leaders on running successful. So right here, If you have a speeder.
Timber Wander in here?
I didn't see him. Miss Ellen. Okay, so here, look at this example, right? This is going to be all downloads, right? So check this out, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Here, I'm going to drop this again. It'd take me hours to go through this. So I don't know, if you've never lived in an HOA or a gated community HOA, then you're not going to really understand what I'm explaining here or trying to explain. These people have rules on top of rules on top of rules, right? Example, like you know, where we were staying with some people, and it's crazy. Like, you don't even really own your own land. Like, you own the house, then they have this stuff called like lot rent. So the people can just raise your lot rent whenever they want, and you can't do anything about it, right? But you pay to live there. Okay, they have all this, and some of these things could be really cool. The 55 and older places, I think, are good. You know, they have all the community, they have all this stuff, right? And you know, you don't get to really choose who cuts your lawn. They have a contract with somebody, they have a contract with everything, right? So you pay to stay. You pay to stay, right? However, because you pay to stay, because they can just up your lot rent and all that, they have a very strong set of rules, right? And if you break those rules, you will leave, right? But the rules are insanity, just to say the least. Go on YouTube and type in crazy HOA president or something like that. Oh, there he is. I didn't even see. So here's a situation about that, right? Here is October in 2023 regarding cell tower, Dear Miss Hancock, the Catalina Foothills Association Incorporated in 1956, represents 1,700 homes. The CFA has a primary mission of preserving the historic and cultural properties and landscape in the area. On behalf of the CFA and its members, I'm writing to express our objection regarding the recent collection at the communications tower. This letter serves as a formal complaint regarding the tower and support for communications. The CFA joins the disputes, blah, blah, blah. So it's a big thing, right? They get all these people involved. And it didn't go through, is what happened. It did not go through. So you can't tell me that, like, in this freaking website here, there's not a rule or something like that that says, you know, no loitering or no, you know, all that. They have a neighborhood watch group that's ran by Angie Fimbres, which, if you want to be neighborhood watch or a fake cop, there's a whole process that you got to go through. The Pima County Sheriff's Office, it's a group of people that want to start a neighborhood watch group or committee. You have to go to a meeting, explain how to get started, what's involved, etc. The Neighborhood Watch Division is responsible for managing and assisting over 300 neighborhood watch organizations. Volunteers provide training to the neighborhood leaders and running successful watch programs. So this is a whole thing, right, that you got to do to go be neighborhood watch. there's a process for home and security inspections. There's a process for installing speed humps if you want one, for speeding. There's a process for, where's the next page at? Resources, connecting, newsletters, review, the guidelines, building, review process, area maps. Let's start here. I didn't do nothing. Contact, find your area representative. This is all architecture stuff. Here's a map. Okay, so here's how big this place looks. This is where I'm trying to make this bigger. So damn, this place is big. Entrance townhomes right here. And you got, look, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 8, 9. So there's 10 zones in this place. It looks like 10 zones. And Roger Road, what's the name of her road? La Polona. Let me look at the chat. Hold on. Okay, I don't know. His eyes had a wreck. Yes, he had a wreck with other vehicle without insurance. That's what I'm looking for. Good comment. And why didn't I remember that? So let's go back on the policy about that. That's exactly right. And we're gonna get into this. So let's give a call. Let's do this together. All right. So I don't want area maps. Where was I? Our news and connecting. Was it here that I was? Yeah, I think it's around here. So I'm getting close. Okay. I think it's the resources, right? Okay. So here's the number for traffic speeding. Let's do this. But the problem is it looks like it's the sheriff's office. I can't tell. So it says, let me make this bigger. It says, if your neighborhood is experiencing problems with speeders, contact your Pima County Sheriff Department district office and make a report or call 911 as a violation is occurring. You may also contact the Sheriff's Department's traffic section to report the problem. It's, you know what I mean? Oh, Kick, what's happening? There's people on Kick here. Angelina, I see you. Shelby, you're tapping in also from Kick. Hell yeah! What's up? What's up, guys? We got people from Kick in the chat. So I was trying to understand this. It's a big ass website. What's the number? I just dropped it in chat. This is for speeding, right? But it looks like it branches off to the sheriff's office. It should be it should be a Catalina Foothills. Let me try this real fast. Hold on, guys. We're going to get there. Bam. Okay, I got it. Let me do it like this here. Let's go back over here. Get rid of all this crap. So I got the specific rules and regulations. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay, let me get rid of all this crap. Okay, let's do this again. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm figuring that I'm doing this on the fly with you. I totally forgot what the hell I was talking about, but we're on this now. So this is the Catalina Foothills rules and regulations, right? Okay. Wow. Off the top, we have guidelines that are designated to protect you, your home, and your family, and serve to offer a higher quality of life by setting parameters for acceptable behavior in our community, right? Oh, wait, this is Carolina Hills. God damn it. No, we need Catalina. Come on, man. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Catalina. Catalina. Association. Rules and regulations. Okay. Oh boy. I think this is it right here, guys. Check this shit out. Okay. Okay, a homeowner purchases and owns a plot of land. When someone buys the property and it's an HOA community, they automatically become a member of the HOA. The HOA owns the surrounding common areas, but the residents are responsible for upkeep. Okay. They have control over the existing houses, paint colors. They do not have dues. They generally exist in communities without a functional HOA. There are several types of community associations. And ultimately, it comes down to having a solid grasp about each community. So they don't really fucking tell you. What's this about? Different types, exploring, influence, managing, pros and cons. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Got to give me a link or something. If I have some rules to go by, I would call. You know what I'm saying? That was like that chat made it. This. I have a folder on all of them. So much stuff. It's a lot, right? Yeah, he's just sitting in the house like a putz. Yeah, he has. I imagine it would be hard to find a job. They're all impulsive. The guy Ted's weird. You can use. I mean, if you guys know an HOA, right? I can't find this Catalina. Like, I just want the guidelines there. But if you knew about HOAs, right? So initially, I'm like, okay, does it have a sidewalk? Why do I ask that? Because it looks like he's sitting on a sidewalk with his camera on Annie's house or whatever. Is that annoying? Yes. Is that illegal? Not really, because he's on the sidewalk. He's not like in her driveway, right? It's not their property. But then we find out there's no sidewalks. The problem is in an HOA, there are so many restrictions and so many rules, right? Some of them have curfews, you know, it's wild. He did get in that accident uninsured. So, you know, I remember letting Miss what's her face know about that. I do believe she's scared to come out. It's nervy to go back there, but I don't know the rules there. It's optional. They're Nancy's neighborhood. It's not like today's HOA. I can't find the crimes though. I hear what you're saying. I don't know because they do have meetings and all that. I found that one time. I don't know why it's not pulling up now. Because one of y'all gave me the numbers. Let me try it on my phone real fast. Catalina Foothills. I don't know if they just have their rules out like that though. I thought we were getting warned with some of this stuff, but it's like broadly saying like all HOAs and stuff. I don't want that. I want to know the specific rules there. Oh, you're saying some of them are HOAs. Shit, Wikipedia will tell us, right? Here we go. So Wikipedia is okay. I don't see, guys. They might not have their stuff public, you know, because it's probably location, geographic, blah 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 blah, history. Talk. Nah, I don't see nothing. External links. There is an A. What? Someone just sent me something. Let me see what that said. There is what? Okay. Thank you. See, they're looking at it with me. Let me see what this says. Two, eight. Okay, what are you saying this is? There is an easement, no HOA. No, some of it is HOA, some of it's not. Some of it, I remember doing this before. Some of that. So Catalina Foothills, thank you for that message, for the help. So that area is okay. So some of it is HOA and some of it's not. I don't know how that's possible. I never heard of that before. Usually, like, you have these gated communities and stuff, and the whole thing is an HOA, right? I never like lived by somebody where they're in an HOA and then they're not. I don't know how it works. I've never been to Arizona. I don't know much about that place. But the reality is, where Nancy Guthrie is it's an HOA that is, I don't even know how really to it's like kind of and kind of not. I just looked at the map. It's a big ass place. Maybe like one section is, maybe this section's not an HOA yet. I don't know. But they do have meetings and all that. They do have rules. I can't find the rules. I mean, I could, call and make something up and get them right out of there in 2 seconds. Am I doing that live? No. But if he was breaking rules, yeah. I just can't find it online is what I'm saying. What are you guys saying? And he's 4.5 from Nancy's. So she is in the HOA then. Okay, badass. I see it. So then they are. There is no purpose. His words were, he doesn't care that the family's cleared. He's allowed to use his free speech, and he's gonna go sit in front of the house to harass them. In a sense, he didn't say the word harass, but there's no purpose there. She's not in an HOA. Okay, we're having an HOA debate. Okay, let's get the HOA debate fixed. So what are we saying here? Yeah, it's strange. Maybe okay. So cowboy. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yes. Okay, so here I'm gonna drop a link. Anybody want to come up? Okay, so or matter of fact, I can drop a phone number if you don't want to do that. I don't know, Slinky. Nancy's neighborhood probably has a partial HOA formed by the majority of the homeowners. That makes the most sense yet. Okay. Okay. So I would be pissed off, right? If I was in an HOA, just speaking out loud, right? From the little bit that I know about these places, right? If I was in, like the comment says, where it's a partial HOA, right? If I was in the part where it is, and I gotta abide by rules, and I gotta pay fees or whatever it is, right? I would be pissed that people are out there, right? It doesn't make any sense that they can be out there. If I'm understanding it right, they are in the section where it's in an HOA. They are in the partial HOA. So the people who don't have a say about anybody being out there, they're not even in the conversation. The people who are in the partial HOA have a say. And I'm sure it might not be like Savannah's, but she's, you know, she definitely take care of her family. Okay, the neighborhood can't be. No, that's a fact. 20,000 or maybe a little less. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You got to have a little bit of money to live out there, guys, in that neighborhood. I'm not saying that they're rich or nothing, but what I'm saying is the people out there. Look at the people who live there versus the degenerates that are camping outside the house, right? Just look, right? You have the OnlyFans weirdo. Remember that fucking lady with the guy? You criminal network out there smoking weed, crashing cars, talking about tits every 10 seconds. You got all these degenerates, and like in reality, you got Dolly going out there arguing woman about a space that she pays for to park her vehicle. But you know, you have like a nice community out in this place where it's peaceful and all that. They're not bothered. And then you have these idiots out there. Who's this? Vegas profile stories. Okay. Was he even in the comments? Vegas profile stories. Okay, let's look them up.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just been watching your show for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know about this HOA?
Oh, yeah, the HOA?
Yeah. You know about it?
I just got hit by my HOA.
Oh, you live in one?
Yeah, out here in Florida, actually.
So do you know about the HOA that is in the Catalina Foothills HOA? Do you know about the rules out there by any chance?
I mean, I know about HOA rules, but I don't know specifically theirs.
Angie, it's fine. Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. It's I can't find it. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump up here and tell you I see you. You're doing good. We got about I don't know, about the same going on YouTube when it comes to subscribers and all that. And Plug sent me.
Right on.
He was like, "Hey, go check him out."
Oh, shout out the Plug! Shout out the Plug!
Definitely.
Yeah, you caught me. And I'm trying to find these rules and try to see what we can be done about these grifters outside at the Guthrie residence, but it's hard to find online from what I'm seeing. And then there's a debate about, I guess that's over with in the comments. But yeah, Plug's the man. Tell him I said what's up, man.
All right, bro. I'm gonna jump back down there. I'll be in the comments.
All right. Yeah, y'all. I don't know about the it is what it sounded like to me. You can opt in. Yep. That's what I. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I would call, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a basis to call. There's a little over 1,000 watching. None of them doing anything. Oh yeah. What's up, Hillbilly? I could never be an HOA myself. The cops told him at Nancy's one day he could sit there, but if the neighbors started to complain, there would be a problem. I don't think you can do anything about the crowd. Sheriff patrols there in his house. They should report him. But I mean, I guess I don't know what that means. And he doesn't live in the What else up? Yes, you're right, Cowboy. They always go up. It doesn't even matter. Look, if I did have the rules and all that, and even if I was to call and find some like loophole where the motherfucker would just go right back, that he's not going to leave that case alone. He's gonna grift off it until he's gonna grift off it and sit out there until, just like every other case, right? I remember talking to Chris Proudfoot a few different times, and it was getting stressful from him about all the gaslighting and smears that his whole family was going through, right? People accusing him and all this crazy stuff. And I remember telling him twice, I'm like, dude, look, this is all going to be over. And I had to apologize before I said it. I'm like, look, I'm sorry for how this is going to sound, but this is all going to be over for you as soon as another popular kid goes missing. At some point in the future, unfortunately, Sebastian will not be talked about. He'll be a thing of the past. There'll be the same group of people who is stressing you out will be focused on a whole different child. It just, and look where we're at now. And look where we're at now. I'm not saying that everybody feels like that. Everybody doesn't think about Sebastian. But what I'm saying is the internet stuff, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen with Alex. You sit out there until there is no more. I mean, the dude is a clown, right? He can go and try to get all JLR's people and all that, but at some point, all those people who subscribe to you, you have to give them something to watch. You got to be entertaining. Once the Guthrie thing is over, like it's going to be it. We've seen this a million times, y'all. We've seen this happen time and time again, right? It's just the same pattern. But yeah. Storm chasing now. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing to call, y'all. I can do it if I end the live. Like, imagine. Just y'all should check his channel out, right? I'm gonna end the live, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if he's still out there. But I can't while I'm live. I'm not gonna call and just make something up. You know, can't do that. There's no way. Send Molly and the mannequin. Yeah, no shit. No shit. I'm a survivor of child essay and domestic violence, and it's good to see you're shining the light. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm just doing what is right, y'all. It's not hard to do the right thing on the internet sometimes. Stand up for somebody. I don't know Magnolia like that, but it's easy. Who's your daddy? Who's this guy? Do we know from the comments? This guy's talking without even being on yet. Let's bring him up. What's happening, dude?
Hey, white boy, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me in. Yeah, I see this thing about being out there at Guthrie's place is a little obsessive, and it seems like you might have to live right there in the neighborhood or be on the spot maybe to have anything done to call on him. I'm not sure though. It would be hard. Yeah, it'd be hard for you to call like where you're at right now and just being able to get a hold of somebody and have any action taken. But if I was any one of them neighbors, man, I would be irate. Because that's, basically, they're loitering out there. And loitering means you have no purpose. And there's no purpose for him being out there. So basically that's loitering. Unless he's got proper press credentials, which he probably doesn't. then he has no right, to. He talks about freedom of the press, but I don't think he's got press credentials. So he's not really with the press. He's just a regular YouTuber.
Right. Yeah. And the press credentials that are used or ever talked about with the mannequin, that those come from Not Bright Media. I learned that from Nerdy Addict because Nerdy has history with all them, but he just uses their pass. And I don't know how valid that pass is. I don't know, but I know they used to be in it.
Okay, that's my
Yeah.
understanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing with the, if you're on that street, that's a public street, and to be intoxicated and smoking right there, weed's legal in Arizona. I think up to an ounce, but you're not allowed to be in a public area or spot and use it or be intoxicated. But like I said,
Right.
you probably have to be out there on the spot. You probably have to be right there, either right there where he sits and have a house right there to be able to maybe make progress.
Right on.
But I enjoy your channel. I've only, I subscribed about a week ago, and I enjoy what you're doing and keeping up the fight against these what I consider clowns. And yeah, just keep up the good fight, brother. And
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome, and I'll maybe get back in the chat and take care. Thank you.
You too, bro. He lost another subs. Cardboard press pass. All right, I'm gonna drop the link real fast for anybody else. I don't really ever drop the link, man. I always come on here. I've been out over 2 hours, so it's like when people hit the link, I'm like, "Who is this person?" Like, I don't trust this person. I always got like the thing over kick them, but the people who hit the link tonight were cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. One thing about me, man, is I try to. You don't ever see me like on all these panels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time, man. When I have time, I try to chop up with you guys. I wish I can go on panels more and stuff like that and talk and grow the channel, but I just try to spend time with y'all when I have it. But yeah. Man, Crimes, you should have seen it. Like, I didn't really want to get into it tonight. I showed you guys the one lady that is like crowdfunding money for women who have been abused by domestic violence situations and relationships. There was another lady who it goes even deeper, but without me fully doxing the shit out of her, I can't really show you the trace, but it's bad. It's bad.
Horrible.
She was convicted of domestic violence, and then it was her husband and her ex-husband. It's just like, lady, for somebody who has been through this 4 times in your life, you a couple times, and you've been on the receiving a couple times, you sure as hell are very doubtful. And then it's so weird to like look at this stuff and figure it out and watch it and go down these wormholes. And then all it is, it's just like weird blind loyalty, parasocial weirdos. But that's the fangirls, man. I mean, did you see that screenshot? They're like, he's got a past. This happened in 1976. No, that's his birthday. You're purposely trying to mess the numbers up. It's ridiculous. They did the same move when I posted receipts when Nerdy in the airport where it says, suspect and victim. They're like, oh, the dates and this and that. It's like they're desperate. Yeah. It's crazy. It's not even worth like debating with them or arguing them. I just block them because you're never gonna fix that. Yeah, but I don't know. I'll look into it, guys. I'm gonna big time dumbasses. I'm gonna jump off. Keep me updated, man. If he's out there, we'll maybe what I'll do is I owe you guys a Criminal Network Live. I've been saying I'm gonna do it, and I will do it. Hopefully I can get it done this weekend. If not, it'll be like one of the next lives that come up. I just want you guys to see who that is. I want you to see who that is. It's gonna make you. It's weird. It's weird, but it's everything that you think. It's everything that you think. If you thought deadbeat, bingo. If you thought all type of drugs and all, bingo. If you guessed domestic violence, bingo. Yeah, I just want you to have a look-see at them, right? And it's not me telling you this is worthless. I don't want you to believe me. I want to show it to you. There's no other YouTubers that do it no more. But and we will do it. But I'm gonna try to get that done this weekend, or if not, coming up. And maybe that live or the following live, if he's still out there in front of her house, I will have the rules to the foothills. If we can go through it. But the guest that was on said, it'd be loitering at most. It's just ballsy. Like I couldn't do it, y'all. It's ballsy. They've already asked the people to leave. Could you imagine? Like, I just want you guys to think about something. Hear me out. You just got the worst news in the world. One of your family members, your grandma, is missing. The person that took your grandma did not pack her meds. The thing with the pacemaker. You don't know who this is, what's happening. And then the FBI is able to go to Google and get you home security footage from your camera that you don't have a subscription paying for it anymore. They yank it out of the cloud. And you get for the first time in so long, you get a clear shot of this piece of shit who has your grandmother. You don't know if she's dying or your mom, whatever age it is. You don't know if she's dead, alive. You are stressed to maximum levels, right? Maximum levels. Now, if that's not enough, you also have the sheriff and the FBI not really getting along, which is adding stress, right? But on top of that, you have these idiots who are blaming your family for doing harm to the person that you're missing. Time goes on. Finally, you think it ends because the sheriff says, you know what, man, enough. They don't have nothing to do with this. They're cleared. But in fact, they say they don't care what the cops say. We have a conspiracy and we're going to camp out and stream your house. And God forbid you walk out. You'll be massively stalked. This is all happening as you're grieving. I would literally, people, I couldn't deal with it. I would have to go to prison. I think I would. I don't want to, but I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that. Could you imagine? It's crazy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like it wouldn't happen. They would leave. is what would happen. But I mean, because you just imagine. And then you have people, if that's not enough, nothing's changed. You're still missing her. You tune into a Brian Enton show or whatever major media is covering this. Because let's face it, right now, the YouTubers kind of got under your skin a little bit. So you're back to legacy media. Now you click on one of the shows and you go down to the comments, and here you have fangirls that are repeating the dumbest shit that's coming out of these people's mouths, and you're having to read it. So at some point, it's just like the stress level is rising and rising and rising and rising, and you're not getting a break. I could not do it. And what do you do? The cops are there. Ah. Oh, turn it on. I got you. Hold on. That's funny. Here we go. Hold on. They pulled up on him. That's funny. Yeah, let's do it. Talk about that timing. Right at the end of that story. All right, let's do it. Let's see. The cops are there. Come on. Is he still live? I'm trying to get to go, y'all. Okay, let's do it. Wonder what they got called. He's paranoid. He said he's going to fight the dude and this and that. You think these people in the HOA want shit like that out there? What if it was a security officer? You're gonna fight the dude for asking questions? And by the way, 8 apartments, I believe, but they don't know about your thousands that you made. The guy's a joke. That's like the defamation, the epitome of grifting. He's out there, just has the, and it's wild. People entertain it though, man. You know what I'm saying? They entertain it. They will entertain it. No cops at Nancy with the juice either. That guy's a weirdo too. We posted this stream. Oh, what's up, Lori? Thank you. Oh, did he? It's weird. Yeah. It's super creepy. He said he's protecting Nancy's. What the hell for? Ain't none there, but where's your fake ass FBI shirt? It doesn't even make any sense. It's Nancy Guthrie's nowhere near that house. It's just people are invested in the case and they will flock and defend and look the other way because they think that like they think somebody like Alex is going to solve the case, you know, because he's at the house for hours at a time, and they're like little pea-sized brains. They feel like, well, Alex is there all the time. He has all the knowledge. He's going to solve it. Never. They don't think that the FBI would crack it or locate Nancy. It's got to be Alex because he's on the scene. He's got to do it. These people are crazy. Yeah, it was no cop. It was no cops. It was some person going on house to house. First, he said it was a security person. Then it was somebody selling something. The dude can't. He's a complete joke. But he's always trying to be like tough too, right? He's got that internet complex. Like he's got to always talk about boobs and stuff. Do you remember on X Badasses in here? He's posted them. He's like, if I see nerdy attic or white boy, I'm gonna slap the shit out of them on site. This and that. Thanks for that, by the way. I'll be using those papers, but he acts like he's so hard. In all reality, the dude, you're pushing like 60 years old, and it's just wild. A girl with the clipboard. It is insane. These people are crazy. But more come. Someone come out the house. Yeah, what has to happen, y'all, is he's got to get reported or something. A call and say something. They will pay you to go. Brandy wine, $20. Hey, I appreciate your mama. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's what has to happen. They got to get like some sort of reports from people saying that, you know, this guy's out there talking about fighting people. You know, he's done this and that. He's probably smoking weed. What you could say whatever you want. They would pull up on him and then, you know, make him get up out of there. And then, you know, at that point, it would be like you have to deal with what you see on the internet. Like, what type of personality does this guy have? Is he going to go like quietly? Is he going to talk shit to the cops? Is he going to act tough in front of the camera for the people? You know, so in a way, it's almost like you could outsmart some of these people with big ego on the internet if you just watch them a little bit and know them a little bit. Really, you can kind of you get it? All right, I'm gonna jump off here, man, because I got some phone calls to make, and that's what I'm gonna do. Important ones. So yeah, we'll be live, y'all. I do want to do an in-depth look-see on Criminal Network. I want to show you guys what I've been blabbing about, actually get into detail, show you the receipts on it, and let's see what happens with this situation. Let's see what happens. Well, most likely Joanna, who gives him rides all the time. So you think he switched it up like that? The guy's a joke. I wouldn't put it past him. There's security in the house, he said. So he's made like 6 different lies up already. First it was a cop, then it was a security guard that he was going to beat up, and then it was a man and a woman selling something. You know what it probably was? If it was me, I would turn my camera to show you who I'm talking about. But the very fact that he hasn't done that, the dude is a liar. Exactly. I will, badass. I will. All right, y'all, I'm jumping off, man. Y'all be easy. I've been on too long. Later, y'all. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like. Subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips. And in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.